Very well. Bala, good morning. Merry Christmas.
Good morning. Merry Christmas to you, Raj. How are you?
I'm good. Christmas.
I'm just nursing a slight cold. So
Okay.
pardon my sniffing and occasional sneezing.
I told you, keep your reindeers inside the garage, man. I mean, you shouldn't take out the reindeers, even if you are in Chennai.
I mean, we are looking for deer rains, man. Always.
Yeah. Rain is dear, right? In
Yeah,
Chennai.
that's what I said. Yeah.
I know. So yeah, so forget about the reindeer. So wishing all of you a Merry Christmas. So we are here today. Bala and I are here to discuss the Boxing Day Test match, which
I mean, we
starts.
got punched Boxing Day. We had a Boxing Day test the previous match. We got royally punched.
So what do we call this now?
Boxing Day test 2.
Yeah, or the countdown, final countdown. Huh?
See, after what had happened in the previous test at Adelaide,
Yeah,
it was deflating, man. Let's face it. It's one of the lowest moments of Indian cricket. But these things do happen. We also understand these two. Every country has gone through such lows. So, I mean, we are going to at least have minimum three changes tomorrow.
So yeah, so before we go there, I just want to say one thing. See, when you hit bottom, so you have almost sort of plumbed oil.
Yeah,
there is nothing
nowhere to go.
Yeah, the way is up. So even if you make 37, you are in a good space.
Good space.
So it's so Sunil
That's
Gavaskar
one way of looking at it.
Yeah. So Sunil Gavaskar was crying that when his team made 42, he thought nobody will beat it. Now that we have beaten that, now we can always.
Raj, before we talk of the next match, I wanted you to say a few things about what Sunil Gavaskar said about Natarajan and Kohli paternity leave.
Yeah. So I mean, so see, Gavaskar seems to be the new agony uncle of Indian cricket. So I mean, I'm not saying I believe or disbelieve. I think whatever it is, I think the players need to solve. We are sitting outside. Yeah, there were rumors when Kumble was removed that Ashwin supported Kumble. So these are all rumors. We really don't know what is right, what is wrong. Even if it is, I think we are talking about 30+ year guys. I mean, I say 30+, I'm not meaning the 30+ capsules that Jitendra used to promote. For all of those who don't know, you might want to watch it on YouTube. Anyway, digression as always. So for me, the key element here is that, I mean, do we need to really speak about these things? Or because it is, at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, imagine you and I are very famous. We can only imagine.
Yeah.
If everybody starts talking about our personal lives and things like that, how uncomfortable or comfortable will we be? I think we need to sort of just talk about the sporting part of the sports people.
Yeah, I'm just asking about what Gavaskar said about the paternity.
Yeah,
whether Natarajan should have been.
Yeah, so Natarajan, it seems, I mean, just to put the background, I'm sure everybody would have read it at least. Put it in perspective. Natarajan had a baby girl when the IPL was going on. And that time, I think so Gavaskar's question is, when he had a baby girl, shouldn't he have gone back? I mean, my feeling is it's his choice. When a guy
Gavaskar says that there is no space for youngsters to ask for such paternity leave. I mean, that is the insinuation. He hasn't said that in as many words. And whereas Kohli, but that is an unfair criticism as far as I was concerned, because see, when you are starting on your career, be it in sports or any other, the juniors don't have that kind of a leeway as much as some of the seniors may get. It's not just in sports.
Yeah, and that apart, I think there is also so now the point is that you are talking about what you perceive. Till you have the opinions of the people concerned, I think we should just keep quiet, is what I feel.
It's not as if Natarajan asked for paternity leave and he was denied that.
This is not the case. Yeah.
And you also had the case of Kohli himself turning up for a Ranji Trophy match on the day his the previous night his dad passed away. So
which is what I said. I mean, Gavaskar is playing the agony uncle. So I mean, I didn't take it too seriously. Yes, we were. I mean, many of us were aware that there were some skirmishes or there were some issues between Ashwin and Kohli. I think they would have sorted it out by now, because today you see a different Ashwin. I mean, the way he bowled in the last match was brilliant, right?
But so, just to lit the fire and just to give a conspiracy theory, Gavaskar has come out in favor of Ashwin after he appeared in Ashwin's YouTube video the previous. I'm just making a conspiracy theory.
So look at it this way. I mean, in Ashwin's videos, amongst all of Ashwin's videos, I think Bala, you and I spoke about it. I was enamored by Ashwin and Kohli's video. I think that was the best of all the seasons. I think here were two guys who I think had risen beyond the mundane. and they were going after something. So I mean, it's as simple as that. See, it's a personal choice, is what I feel.
But Gavaskar's suggestion was in bad taste that Ashwin was being given a short shrift because he's kind of open at team meetings. He's not a person to lie low. So he's paying a price for saying things as he sees it.
See, like I said, no. If
Agony uncle.
Gavaskar is privy to it, we don't know. We are not. And it is a fact I mean, it's see, I mean, as in my other profession as a trainer and a coach, I keep talking about people or in the leadership positions about one thing. Are you a good listener? A leader is a good listener first before he's a good talker. Unless you listen, you can't even assimilate
Obviously.
things and talk. So
Yes,
my assumption is that if it is there, it is for them to solve. I mean, you and I can't sit outside and pass judgments. I mean, that I find very weird. I might have my view. I might have my view. That's fine.
See, I'm a big fan of Gavaskar. He is my cricketing idol, and I always like anti-establishment Gavaskar, which he was in his playing days. So I kind of like Gavaskar in an aggressive, because in the commentary panel he's kind of towing the BCCI line, which is not very nice, because that's pretty tame. But this is not the way I want Gavaskar to come out all guns blazing.
So which is why I said now he has become, bad joke, alert. So earlier he was anti-establishment, now he is uncle establishment.
Yeah, I know. Trust you to come up with this.
Yeah, like I said, bad joke. So we'll continue with that. Okay, what's your theory on what India needs to do? I mean, if at all India needs to avoid the countdown.
Just because I brought up Gavaskar because I didn't want to talk about the test match as such, because in the sense my suggestion is we are starting afresh.
Yes.
So, but see, some of the changes are brought upon this team because Kohli is not available, and you can't play Prithvi Shaw in this form because he can't catch anything. He can't middle anything.
He's only catching the outside
edges, and he can't middle anything. Yeah. So Shubman Gill should open the innings, and in place of Kohli, I would want Rahul. So see, and the other suggestion is they should drop Saha and bring in Jadeja and asking Rahul to keep wickets. I think asking Rahul to keep wickets in a test match would be a wrong move in my view. So I would want Rishabh Pant in place of Saha. I don't think we should go in with the second spinner. And since Shami is not available, I would play not Saini but Siraj.
So let me give you my thoughts. I mean, most of what you said I agree, because these are forced changes. Exactly. I have this fabulous idea of opening with Pujara and Mayank Agarwal.
Oh, okay.
Because Pujara has done that in the past.
And what anyways, any idea of that record?
No. I mean, I don't go by that. He has done reasonably okay. Rahul Dravid did it in the past. So, I mean, when you are coming in the first over, might as well come in the first ball, man. I mean, big deal.
That's
yeah, big deal. So, if you do that, what happens then? So, you have Pujara and this guy, Mayank opening. And number 3, you actually have Rahane, who was a number 3 or opening batsman, if you remember. And number 4, you can play Gill or Rahul, right? If you're playing Gill at number 4, you have Rahul at number 5, or the other way around. Number 6, you can actually bring in, I mean, if you want a change, you can actually bring in Jaddu Bhai. And follow it up with, they claim he is fully fit, at least yesterday. Or this morning, I think they said, so you increase the bowling firepower for whatever it is worth, and a good fielder, somebody will take catches. And then you have Rishabh Pant. I mean, I agree with you that, because see, like Harsha Bhogle was saying, so Rishabh Pant, poor chap, I don't think other than Harsha Bhogle, this is Harsha Bhogle's quote, and I loved it. He said, other than his name, I'm sure he has no idea who he is every morning.
Every morning. I mean, that's the fact, man, because every one of us is giving advice.
See, my point is, should he bat fast? Is he an Adam Gilchrist? Is he who else is there? I mean, Josh Butler. So can he be
Alan Knott?
Can he be Rishabh Pant? So which means he gets in, he bats the way he wants. And if you remember, one of the things which I distinctly recall is that Saha would be your best keeper in Indian conditions where the ball turns and you have even Ashwin has no idea what he's bowling. Yeah, even Ashwin has no idea what he's bowling. So forget about the wicket keeper. So Saha would be brilliant there. In Australia, that doesn't matter because half the time our man is standing halfway to the boundary, right? That doesn't matter. So for me, Rishabh Pant comes in, and then the bowlers select. And I think I'll go with your Siraj Bunt because I think that, I mean, I've also been saying the same thing.
There is also other talk of Shardul Thakur getting a look in. I'm not sure about that.
I hope not, because then that way, then you suddenly might have, they'll say, okay, Mitchell Starc bowled well, so let us get Natarajan. So I don't think that is a good idea, because see, this is where the team morale and the batsmen or bowlers, they start getting confused. If you look, yes, in the first match, one of the things I appreciated was Ashwin bowling as an attacking bowler. He was not defensive. He was not there to hold one end up. Right, Bala?
Exactly.
Yeah, he was the attacking bowler. And even in the second innings, when you had nothing to defend, he was still attacking.
I mean, that is the only way anyway.
Yeah, I mean, forget about it. My point is, see, you can't change things in between and say, you know what, stop taking wickets, just bowl a line and length. Because the batsman is good. See, if you are, as a fielding coach or captain or whatever, you are smart. You think the batsman is dumb. He also knows what he's talking about. And Jaddu Bhai is actually a defensive bowler who can attack. He has this faster ones and the speed changes. I mean, variations. He can attack. I mean, he bowls Yorkers here. I mean,
he can use a
left arm.
Let's not talk about variations on Ashwin. Ashwin can do everything except bowl left arm.
Yeah, he can bowl left arm. He actually, there was a video of
there was a video, but that was
he was bowling. So
just trying to imitate Jaddu, actually.
So my point is that if
we could see Ashwin actually fielding like Jaddu.
Yeah, I know.
That is asking for too much.
You need a different Ashwin for that.
Okay,
so I mean, in my mind, I have this very radical thing where just change it slightly. You can bolster your attack because, like you said, Bala, you are picking yourself up from the ground. Exactly. People might say, oh, you know what, this is it. Forget it. See, it's just like Tim Paine. I mean, Tim Paine, when he, if you remember, when India visited Australia down under and won, Tim Paine was talked about as the stand-in guy. I mean, he has not only stood in, he has actually won he has got Australia back to the top of the table, man.
Exactly.
So
you never know. You never know how the dice rolls.
Yes. So in my mind, I think you need to go with the five bowlers. So which is like 3 fast bowlers and 2 spinners is what I would say. And the only way you can do that, in my mind, is either Pujara moves up or KL Rahul sits out. Which is a better way is what, because I think Shubman is definitely in, because like you said, I don't think we want the wrong edges at the top of the order. Not that you start and then the new guys do well. They can still go the same way.
Because Prithvi Shaw is also in the similar place like actually, I mean, Rishabh Pant, in the sense everybody is giving him advice. So let him have some time outside of the spotlight.
Yeah. And then I'm sure people, I mean, some of the readers might or viewers might remember that Prithvi didn't play the last tour down under because he was injured and he had to come back. And after that, he has been going on a roller coaster, that drug thing and all. So many things happen. So I mean, just let him be and then see what happens at the other end.
The reason he needs to spend time away from all this hullabaloo.
Yes. Only then it happens. So we have 2 options. I think whatever you said, Bala, I agree with all the changes. My only question is, I would love to have Jaddu back in the team because I mean, these days I'm a Jaddu fan.
Yeah, and gives
through IPL I was.
I know, man. CSK virus is pretty potent. As potent as I wouldn't want to say.
Let us not go there. Yeah, so I would definitely do something which basically bolsters the thing. I don't want to sort of, just because you want to play Rahul, I don't want to want Hanuma Vihari to suffer, because I think he's a pretty decent bat. I mean, not done much, but then I mean, if you have taken him, if you have chosen him ahead of others, I think he needs to be given a chance.
One more chance.
Yeah, at least in the series he needs to play, is what I feel. Because see, at the end of the day, if you are like Harsha Bhogle, I'm coming back to that. If you are a bit like Rishabh Pant, who doesn't know what to do, so when he plays slowly, you say no, he's being too cautious. He plays aggressively.
Of that.
Yeah. And look at what happened to Saha in the process. He started playing like Rishabh Pant in the last test. Because in Saha's mind, I'm batting slowly. The only fellow who doesn't seem to be, you remember that we'll just sort of wind up with this, that big discussions that were happening when Cheteshwar Pujara's slow batting this thing, right? Today, that is what you need, man. You need a guy who can score 25 runs in 350 balls.
You need to be a person to occupy the crease and
he
take out
just
the time.
And then last time, if you remember, that is what won you the series. I mean, let us be honest about it. So Test cricket is different. You have, I mean, if Rahul Dravid was the wall, I think you need a wall here today.
Exactly.
As simple as that. I mean, they need.
You have Agarwal, man. You have an Agarwal.
Yeah, but that wall has only one L, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
so slightly short on that.
That's that didn't sound right, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's the fact. He's not the wall. He's not a finished product. Anyway, I mean, just one word on Australia. They just need to turn up because they don't have any team worries as such because Warner is not available. So Wade and Byrne will continue, and otherwise the rest of the team didn't do too badly. So, and I mean, if at all there is a worry in the form of Smith because he didn't score much. One failure, man. That's a huge
big thing for him.
And otherwise, they're great space. So nothing much because we have to just pull our socks up and hope for the best. And let's see how it pans out. And Raj, we also need to discuss next time, not in this video, about the new selection committee and the changes that are come about in the Indian cricketing setup and the IPL and other things. That is a video that needs to be done for us.
Yeah, since IPL is just about 4 months away. So yeah, we'll get back to that. So I think we'll wait for the Boxing Day test and see. I mean, if there is a knockout or a.
But for some reason, I'm pretty gung-ho about this match. I think something will trigger some kind of a positive change in us. Just a hope. I'm not basing this off just a gut feeling.
So I think we are all going with that because at the end of the day, it's a sport, and at the end of the day, once you are knocked down, standing up and facing up is, I think, itself a victory is the way I see it. I think they just need to. I mean, like you said, Australia needs to arrive. I think the Indians also need to arrive.
I mean, look
at it in the last test match. I mean, we all talk about 36, right? I mean, you had 2.5 or no, how many sessions? 3 plus 3, 6 plus 2, 8 sessions.
Yes.
8 sessions. Yeah, out of 8 sessions, I think 2 or 3 were even Stevens, and India won 2 or 2 or 3. I mean, actually, they lost only 1 session, if you remember properly.
The session was so bad that we kind of offset every kind of game that we had made all through the test.
Exactly. So my point is that, see, if I were the coach, if I were the one sort of in that room, dressing room, fly on the wall or whatever it is, lizard on the wall. In my case, it will be a lizard on the wall. I can keep changing colors. So
no, man, that's a chameleon, not a lizard.
Chameleon is from the same family, man.
Yeah,
I won't allow you. So yeah. Anyway, so I would just be telling the guys, you know what? I mean, this is all we did, and the bowling was good. Bowling did extremely well. Yes, Shami is not there, but then Shami wasn't there in the first innings. I mean, we expected him in the second innings. He couldn't bowl. But then let us see. I think this also brings into play this so-called bench strength. Let us see where the bench is.
And best wishes to Ajinkya Rahane and his captaincy. I mean, he's done that before against Afghanistan and everything. So let's see. As Kohli goes out for paternity leave, looking forward to becoming a father, Ajinkya Rahane sets out on the father of all battles for India.
Yes. The next 3 test matches would be the most important that he's ever played for India, I guess. I'll put it that way. So, chalo, bye. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Season's greetings to all, and we'll catch up soon.
Yeah, have fun, man.
Have fun. Yeah, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.